Hey, Saggy North Nodes, welcome to the next part of the Nodal Axis Shift series for 2020. So as we know, we had the nodes switch into Gemini and Sagittarius on May 5th, 2020. So I'm doing a series here for my Gemini moons, Saggy North Nodes, Gemini North Nodes, and I have decided to add Rising as well for Gemini Rising and Sag Rising. I want to do the nodes first, and today I was actually going to start with Gemini North Node, but all of a sudden I felt you guys come in. I was like, oh, I feel all this Saggy energy. Let me work with my Saggies today. So Saggy North Node. So I'm just going to give you a warning, a heads up, all right? You are Saggy North Node. We are in Saggy South Node, Gemini North Node. So this is going to be a lot of shadowy stuff for you, okay? This is going to feel a little bit like a long full moon period for you because the collective is working away from Saggy energy, working towards Geminian energy. So since you're Saggy North Node and the collective is moving away from that, you're going to experience a lot of shadow, okay? A lot of shadow coming up in the collective, even coming up within yourself. And I got to be honest with what I was getting. Don't shoot the messenger because I know you guys are not going to like what I'm about to say. But it's just what I was getting. There was a need to, how do I say this? How do I say that like really triggering the hell out of you guys? To be more empathetic towards people, okay? Towards people and their emotions, towards their ideologies and how they're different from you. Yeah. It's gonna be hard because, and I also feel bad because I feel like you guys actually want to be that way. I think you guys want, not like you're not like that. It's not that you're not like that. I think you are, everyone has that to some capacity, but for whatever reason, for the next 19 and a half months, you're really going to be struggling with that, but you don't want to. Like, I think you want to try to understand people. I think you want to try to hear people out and be there for people, but you're finding it to be very difficult in this time is what I was getting, okay? And, take it as resonates. If you're not feeling that, you're not feeling that. This is just to kind of give you guys an idea of what may be occurring for you, right? And of course, it also depends on the rest of your chart to see what else is going on with you for the next 19 and a half months. But that is what I was getting, okay? All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot. Love this deck for you guys here. It's really the only series I've used this deck on YouTube for. I use it a lot on my Patreon. But it's a really awesome deck. I really like it. And also before I get started, so with this deck, it's very atypical to a tarot deck. It's definitely more what I would consider to be an oracle deck, but it has similarities in the fact that they have like elements, they have suits, they still have like ace up to, what do they have? They have, oh my god, I can't even think straight. I think up to the 9, or it might stop at 8. Oh shit, now I can't recall. Anyway, doesn't matter. And then they do have like a court system, but it's not like a full court system. And then their majors are incredibly different. Very, very different than the majors in tarot decks. So I'm just going to try to give you my best explanation of tarot equivalency, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what the cards are about, okay? Anyway, let's move forward. All right, Saggy North Nodes. What can my Saggy North Nodes expect with this nodal axis shift? I just heard teaching. Interesting. I did just hear teaching. You might feel like this is a big teaching time for you. I feel like you're learning a lot. I do. I feel like you're learning a lot just about how to really understand people's differences in their beliefs. I really feel that way. And you're also learning a lot of empathy and sympathy. And again, it's not that you don't already have that. You're going to be learning more of it. A lot more of it. Yeah, I'm getting this like critical energy that keeps coming up. You might feel very critical of people right now and finding it hard to not judge them. It's really interesting. Okay, let's keep going. And again, it's just shadow, no judgment. We've all got our thing, right? What can my Saggy North Nodes expect with this nodal axis shift? What can my Saggy North Nodes expect with this nodal axis shift? Okay. We have, oh yeah. Archangel Raphael in reverse. So that's kind of interesting. He's the very first card out. I really like Archangel Raphael, but it is kind of already picking up on what I was talking about. There's a need to be more sympathetic, empathetic, learning how to attain more of that, harness more of that for the sake of your dynamics with people, and really around their beliefs. I keep getting that, like really around what they believe and how that differs from you and how you can learn from that. Be more compassionate. Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. I feel bad saying these messages because I know it doesn't feel good to hear this stuff. But the fact that Archangel Raphael is in reverse basically means that you need to open up your heart space a little bit when it comes to people. And it really is in the realm of being more understanding, sympathetic, compassionate, and to not be judgmental or critical of other people's differences, and especially in their belief systems. But you can also call upon Archangel Raphael at this time. So when an archangel comes out, you can always call upon them with whatever you're dealing with. What else can my Saggy North nodes expect with this nodal axis shift? What else can my Saggy North nodes? Okay. I like it. Don't get scared. I know it's a scary card. Look out. I know it can be a really scary card, but it's in reverse. Again, really a good sign. So the look at in reverse basically is indicating that there has been drama. There's been trouble. You've had a battle, you've had a war with people, or you're dealing with people who are just so combative with you. But this in reverse is basically saying the worst is over. Oh, I see where we're going with this. You've already been through the worst with people. You might not recognize that part of that energy is over, which is why Archangel Raphael is like, hey, stop trying to judge people. Stop trying to look at people's differences and push away from people because of that. You're past the worst of people. You're past the worst of people. That's so interesting. I'm going to say that again because I don't feel like it's marinating. I don't feel like it's sinking in with you guys. You are past the worst experiences of the shit that people will put you through. Okay? That's what it feels like to me. Like you just come out of war. Like you've had a long period of time or a pattern of just feeling like you're always at war with people. And Archangel Raphael is like, yo, stop. You're not at war anymore. I really feel like that's what Archangel Raphael is here to say. You're not at war anymore. Now it's time to be gentle. Now it's time to be nurturing. Now it's time to be empathetic, sympathetic. Now it's time to hear people out, hear their difference of opinion, hear how they differ from you, and learn from what they have to say, because what they have to say is valuable and can really help you and really teach you. Stop acting like you're at war with people. Yo, ooh, I'm sorry, guys. I know this is coming out like really harsh, but that is what I'm getting with this. Oh my God, you got another Archangel. Ooh, King of Forces in reverse. So King of Forces, I look at this as more like a King of Pentacles, King of Swords kind of energy with the King of Forces in reverse. Some people would call that the King of Wands, but it's somebody who understands how the universe works, right? Someone who's very in touch with it, very in tune with it. Usually somebody who's very grounded and knows how to, excuse me, and knows how to harness the energy of the environment, but it's also somebody who's very in tune with nature, which is why I always consider that to be like very pentacle-like. The fact that they're in reverse, again, very ungrounded, very fragmented energy going on here. So this could be in your masculine energy, or you could be dealing with somebody like this, or have looked at people like this. Like they're so fragmented and can't get their shit together. Look, they don't even understand this. They don't even understand that. It's like not understanding that their differences from you might actually work for them, even if it doesn't work for you. But I am getting that there's a fragmented energy here that's kind of like you're always kind of on the underlying surface feeling like you have to almost like prove yourself in a way. So by proving yourself, you kind of look at people's differences and pick that apart, and that kind of makes you feel stronger. Sorry. Now, that being said, you could also be dealing with people like that. You could have always dealt with people like that who picked you apart, who overly criticized you. I'm getting heavy father energy there. Who always picked you apart, and so because of that, you're always at war. So take it as it resonates. Some of you are like this. Some of you have had a lot of experiences with someone like this. So either way, it's put you in a state of always feeling like you're at war, always feeling like you're under the microscope. And so in a way of like protecting yourself, you see how people are different and you stay away from it, or you criticize it, or you don't want to feel for them. You don't want to open your heart space to people because you've always been picked at or because you like to pick at people. Okay, Archangel Raphael is like, it's okay. You're not at war. You're not at war. Let people in. Their differences are really going, I keep hearing it's about their differences. Their differences are really going to help you along your way. So you have to be open to that, and you got to be gentle. There's something about gentility here that's coming in really big, especially if you're the one who has that like picking nature. It's time to be gentle. It's time to be really gentle. And honestly, not to call you guys out, but for those of you who are like this versus you've had experiences or a parent that was like this, that put you in the state of like war. But those who especially are like this, the truth of it is you really want to be nurtured. Let's go there for a second. For those who are like that, you really want to be cuddled. You really want someone to be gentle with you. You want someone to come up and give you a big fat hug and just lay down with you for hours and cuddle the hell out of you. That's really what you want. Just being real, there. Because at the end of the day, you're feeling like you're at war because you don't feel super amazing with yourself or always feeling like you have to prove yourself. Don't shoot me. Okay. And again, most of you, this is just a parent or a pattern of dealing with people who are like this, right? So in turn, if you're in that boat where you've dealt with people like that or have a pattern of dealing with people like that or had a parent like that or a relative like that, you're constantly like, how am I going to get picked at? How am I going to get picked at? How am I going to get picked at? Ooh, they're very different from me. They might pick at me. And so you push people away or you don't open your heart space so much to people. It's time to do that. And then we got another archangel here in reverse, Archangel Gabriel. So you have Archangel Raphael and Gabriel here for you guys. You got two. Oh gosh, you got two. This is going to be an interesting period of time for you guys. And again, it's about 19 and a half months. It's really strongest when it first happens. So just also note that like it starts to peter out after some time or like not feel as intense because you've also been on the roller coaster for a while. But Archangel Gabriel, so there's some communication needing to come in there as well. Understanding how to communicate your needs. Yeah. Wow. Oh, you guys. And it's interesting because if you're a Saggy North node, that means your South node is Gemini, which would mean that you would have already mastered like communication. But the fact that he's here in reverse, there's something about that part of you that's been distorted, probably because you've had people like this in your life, or you had a parent like this in your life, whether you became your parents or you just became very anxiety ridden about people and relationships. Okay, pick which boat you're in. Either way, you still are subjected to that kind of energy. So now Archangel Gabriel's here saying like, your ability to communicate has been somewhat distorted because yeah, you can communicate and charm a room. I am getting that. Like you guys, if you wanted to, you could charm a room. Like you have that skill set and it probably has served you well, even if there is some sense of like, you'll charm people and talk to people, but you won't open up to people. You won't be vulnerable with them. You won't. Because at the end of the day, you feel like that's very dangerous because it's like, they're going to pick at me. They're going to pick at me. They're going to tear me down. They're going to tear me down. War. I don't want war, right? But that's why it's been distorted. You don't know how to communicate your emotional needs. Sorry. I feel so bad delivering this kind of message because I'm like, God, this is so heavy. You don't know how to be honest in telling people what you need. You might be very like vague about it or just not even go there, right? Because like I said, I can feel it. For a lot of you, you really just want a big fat hug. You really just want to be loved on. That's really what you want. You don't know how to communicate that. You don't even know how to be honest about that. Some of you don't know how to be honest about that within yourselves, if that's actually what you really want. You want someone to lay down with you and just cuddle you and make you feel really loved and cared about. And if you really had a lot of history or pattern of dealing with people who are like this, like the picker, the tearing people down, you probably have a lot of inner child stuff going on there where your inner child is screaming for love. Screaming for love and screaming for nurturing and comfort and understanding. I know, I didn't expect this one to be this heavy. Let's keep going. Yeah, I keep hearing the war is over. I keep hearing that. The war is over. Stop acting like there's still a war going on. And even then, like maybe you have found some peace in understanding that like, you don't have to be at war with people or that people are not wanting to be at war with you. Maybe you have worked a lot on that, but there's something about your inner child that hasn't learned that. Some of you need to do a serious like inner child regression and like love on your inner child. Like love, I just heard 7, so maybe something around like 7 years old. I don't know, that was interesting that 7 came up. Like love that little 7-year-old, 5-year-old, whatever age you need to love yourself at. Love that little part of you. Like scoop, like sit down, get some chamomile tea. I want to walk you through this a little bit. This is just like a quick, very quick way to do this for yourself. Sit down, get some chamomile tea, get into a nice meditative state where you're really alone, no one's gonna bother you, you get really comfortable, and then you start to go into your childhood, okay? Start going back a little bit. And you can start from how old you are and then start working your way back. Like start with the good stuff, right? Start with the good stuff. You can start getting into the bad stuff whenever you want, or the memories that are really painful, or the memories that you're like, I don't wanna go there. You need to go there, right? And as you start getting to like when you're an actual child, then really go and recall those memories of when you really felt the most pain from these kinds of people or this kind of a parent, okay? Like even if it's just recalling one moment of where it was at its worst or where it felt the heaviest or just again, like the most like soul shattering. And really like see yourself as a child going through this. See yourself as a child experiencing this. And then after you've watched your younger self go through this, talk to your younger self. Talk to them. Like ask them how they're feeling, why they're feeling that way. Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Tell them that they're safe. Tell them that they are loved, even if it's just your older self loving your younger self, and tell them that it's you, right? It's like, hey, this is me if you're a Saggy North Node, wait, how old would you be? I probably should have checked that. My 40-something-year-old self, right? Talking to you. I love you. Like, go through it in that way. All right. Anyway, so let's keep going. Oh boy. Any other messages? Yeah, the community. Oh, that's so funny. I thought it was community. Commitment in reverse. This is equivalent to the Ace of Cups. Yeah. So there's some issues of like needing to love on your inner child here in order to open up that heart. There's a lot of opening the heart space, to understand, to be empathetic, to be sympathetic towards people who are different or towards people who have differences in your beliefs. Again, I'm getting that it's mostly around belief systems. It's a lot of that because there's a lot to be learned from there. But yeah, with this Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like that's really what it's about. Open up that heart space. Be authentic and communicating your needs. Yeah, I forgot. Archangel Gabriel's right here. Yeah, be very authentic in communicating your emotional needs and what it is your soul is like wanting from people, even if it's just from like friends. Any other messages from my Saggy North nodes for this nodal axis shift? Another card came out here. Oh, 2 other cards came out here. Uh-oh. Queen of Roses in reverse. So again, this is very much like a Queen of Cups, like Queen of Wands kind of energy in reverse. To me, it's actually, even though it's cups, it always seems a little bit more wandsy to me, especially with this Queen in reverse. And I'll explain why in a minute. With the 4 of Scrolls, the karmic trench. Yeah, it kind of says it all, right? It's kind of like the 4 of Pentacles, but it takes the 4 of Pentacles to a whole new level. Now, this could be current, or this could be a past situation. Some of you, I'm actually getting traumatic. Some of you, there was a traumatic romantic relationship. Could have been decades ago, could have been a month ago. Decide, because it could be very present or again, very much in your past. Karmic trench kept you very stuck as far as your progression with people and opening your heart space. I am hearing the word tragic. There's something tragic about this. Yeah, there's something tragic about this. That's interesting. That's really interesting. That's definitely for some of you. Others, I'm also getting this like, it's going back to dealing with these kind of energies. Yeah, for some of you going back to this where it's like, I'm getting a lot of father with this group, with the second group I'm about to talk about. I'm getting like a lot of fatherly stuff with this, like almost like father-daughter issues. This feels very much like masculine, feminine dynamic where it's really impacted your ability to love yourself. Wow. Like shit. Really heavy. Really heavy. It just feels it's very sad, so it's hard for me to talk about what I'm picking up on. Yeah, for some of you where it's more of like, again, I'm getting like masculine feminine dynamics. So it could have been your father if you're a female, or it could have been mother-son, or romantic relationship. Because for some of you, this is a tragic romantic relationship that went awry from the first group, right? But the second group, where I'm feeling it's more like parent-child dynamic, you had a parent or a relative that was very, God, I almost feel suffocating, like really suffocated your joy. Oh my God, it's like making me want to cry. Really suffocated your joy, your light, oh my God, I really want to cry, or your happiness. And so you just like, I don't think you shut it off. You just stopped. Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's like you just stopped. Like your heart just like your light just stopped. I'm like, it's weird. It's like a weird thing for me to even say. There's something about it that was so stifled out, like almost like it was snuffed out. Not to say like you don't have your light. I think you have light. But there's something about it where it's not like, it doesn't have a heartbeat. It's weird. It's like, so when I say that, energy has a frequency, right? All energy has a frequency, has some kind of flow to it. This feels like there's light there, but there's no movement. It's weird. Like there's no flow to it. There's no force behind it. It's like it's stalled. It's like your light is stalled. Your light is like, there's no movement to it. That's so crazy. And I think that's really just, again, like not just lack of self-love. I think it goes way deeper than that. And beyond feeling like you're not worthy of love, it's beyond that. I don't even have words to describe what I'm picking up on. It just feels like severe trauma to your soul. I'll put it that way. Feels like severe trauma to your soul, where this is more of like that masculine, feminine dynamic of like parent-child, like mother-son, father-daughter. It feels a lot like that for some of you in group 2. And again, like this is a big challenge for you because it's really needing to open your heart space to accepting many different people. The way that this light has been like snuffed out of you, it might have been in the way that you were different from this other person, whether it was a parent or romantic relationship, whatever group you're in. It's like, it's really around the differences, like almost like your differences were picked at. It's like that was the way to like pick at you, like that was the way in to like target you, was like through your differences, like how you were different from them or how you were different from general society. But anyway, I don't want to get stuck in that too long. So karmic trench, that was really, really heavy. So karmic trench, it's basically like this is still keeping you stuck and it needs to be released. It needs to be purged out. It needs to be closed out. And that's only going to happen if you really allow yourself to open up. Definitely some major inner child regression needs to happen here. Major. And like I said, you have 2 archangels right by your side here, basically screaming at you to like, hey, be really honest with yourself. Be really honest in what you're feeling and what you need, right? Especially for those where you're like, I really just want to be hugged and loved on like so badly. Like it's safe to ask for that. It's safe to open yourself in such a way where it's like, okay, I can be loved on. That's okay. It's safe. It's safe. I keep wanting to say like, it's safe to be loved on. It's safe. And it's safe that I'm different, or it's safe that other people are different. Just because someone's different doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're going to start a war with me and pick at me because I'm different from them. Like there's something big about differences in beliefs here, and even differences in cultures. Oh. Uh-oh. I just picked up on some racism. That was weird. Okay. Anytime that comes up, it always throws me back a little bit because I don't pick up on it very often. Yeah, that's interesting. There's some like racial stuff here that needs to be worked out within some people. Whether you're aware of it or not, no, you're aware. They're telling me you're very aware. And it could have just been embedded in you from when you were a kid, or it could be that like maybe your family's like that. Maybe your social circle's like that and you're not, right? And you're not. There is something about racism and racial stuff that's coming up here. Yeah, this is definitely in the realms of just like how people are different. Their lifestyle, the way they look, their culture, their belief systems. That can be a lot of things. It can be religion. That could be race. That could be their sexuality. That could be what they do for a living. You know, that could be where they live. I mean, that can be so many different things, but definitely in the realms of how people are different. Anyway, so you really need to be compassionate, really need to be understanding and accepting of different people, and really need to be honest in communicating your emotional needs as well. Because when you're vulnerable and express your emotional needs, even if there's something about it that feels dangerous, people really see that. And most people, good people, respond very well to that and respond with being vulnerable to you. And then there starts to be that openness, right? There starts to be that openness, and you guys can like form a connection. It's really nice. I promise, guys, it's really nice. Especially because they really keep reiterating to me with the lookout in reverse, the war is over. The war is over. There's no battle going on between you and people. Even if your ego is like, danger, danger, war, they're gonna pick at you, they're gonna tear you down. Even if your ego's like screaming that at you and you're like, I wanna run away, I don't wanna deal with this, I'm just gonna be mean and push them away, or I'm just gonna be like very insensitive and push them away. It's just the ego freaking out from your trauma. Okay, so just, you gotta go deal with that inner child stuff. Wow, guys, 25 minutes, we don't have any clarifiers out here. Oh gosh. Okay, where to start? I do want to clarify at least the lookout in reverse, and then I want to clarify the karmic trench. So let's look at the lookout in reverse. Actually, no, they're telling me no. They're telling me no. Okay, fine. Archangel Raphael. Let's go. We'll go with him. I'm going to use Gilded for this one. Talking about Archangel Raphael in reverse. For my North Node Saggies. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, could also be earth or water. I like this energy. Oh, this feels good. This feels really good. Queen of Pentacles, male or female, doesn't matter. Don't get hung up on genders here, okay? But this is a very nurturing person. This is the perfect partner. Husband, wife, whatever. It's the perfect partner card. It's somebody who... Actually, I would argue the Queen of Pentacles, even though it's a queen and it's feminine energy, I would say is very balanced in masculine feminine energy. And the only reason I say that is because the Queen of Pentacles is, while feminine and receptive and nurturing, which is all feminine energy, they like to build. They like to build. They like to create. They like to get tasks done. Like, that is very masculine. That's very masculine. And the Queen of Pentacles can do both. The Queen of Pentacles is the multitasker. Very nice energy. So I like seeing that there. That's nice. Yeah, you can have this. They're telling me you can have this. You can have a person like this, or you can even embody these energies. You can be like this person or have people like this in your life. I feel like that's exactly what you guys need to work towards. Don't get caught up in the fact that it's Cappy energy and we're working more towards like Gemini North Node, so don't get caught up on that. But because remember, you're a North Node Sag. You need to work towards Sagittarian energy in this incarnation. Well, the collective is working away from that, right? And Saggy energy can be very nurturing, can be very positive, very optimistic, very motherly in a lot of ways. I've met a lot of Saggies that have that innate, like, I want to heal people. I want to heal people. I want to take care of people, while also having a lot of adventures and having cool shit, right? You can embody this within yourself, or you can have someone like this. Some of you really need someone like this, especially for those of you where it's like you are kind of a picker. You're a picker because you're raised by a picker, or you're around pickers. I just want to call them picker. I don't know what other word to call that. Because deep down, you just want a big hug. You want a big hug. You want someone reliable. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, they're very reliable people, right? You want someone reliable. You want someone to hug you, cuddle you, while at the same time really responsible and being able to take care of business. Like, yeah, I keep getting this reliable, nurturing, stable, trusting. Pentacles are also about trust. Trusting energy. That's what you need. That's what you want. You can embody that and you can have that. Tell me more about Archangel Raphael in reverse for my North Node Saggies. Tell me more about Archangel Raphael in reverse for my North Node Saggies. For this nodal axis shift. And once you open up, you're going to get there. It's going to require you to open up, because we're talking about Archangel Raphael. If I can put that down. Okay. Talking about Archangel Rifle? I don't know where that came from. Raphael, excuse me. Archangel Raphael in reverse. Ooh, High Priestess in reverse, Piscean energy. Yeah, I like this. Also could be Gemini. It's interesting because like High Priestess energy is intuition, right? It's intuition, it's hidden knowledge, esoteric stuff, high-ranking spirituality. You might need someone who's like this, like someone who is very spiritual in their own right, but I'm actually getting vulnerable with this. High Priestess in reverse is full on clarity, like full on understanding and revelation and reveals about things that have been hidden away and things that have been hidden in the dark. It's like, I really feel this is more about someone that you need. Like, okay, let's take away the word need. Want. Someone that would benefit you. Okay? Someone that would benefit you from being in your existence. Yes, someone, shit. Oh, my throat chakra. Hold on a second. Hold on. Next time I clean, I'll wear a mask, I promise. Oh, all that dust aggravated my asthma. I think you'd really benefit from somebody who puts their shit out there. Like, there's nothing hidden about this person. I also feel this is very much a teacher. Interesting. I am getting teach with that. Queen of Pentacles can be a bit of a teacher just because they're the multitasker and they embody so many different aspects in like one being. But High Priestess in reverse, it's a divulgence of hidden knowledge, sacred knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Yeah, there's something with this person that like reveals. I feel teacher with that. Oh my God, I feel teacher with that. This could be somebody who is coming up on your path that's going to help you in the next 19 and a half months. It could be somebody that stays in your life long term. I really feel like this is somebody that you're coming across on your path, or someone that you can have in your life, or in an energy that you can embody yourself that's only going to benefit you. But I feel a lot of learning from this person. I feel like this is someone who's meant to teach you. I do feel that. I do feel teacher with this. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Hierophant. Oh man. Oh. Tell me about Archangel Raphael in reverse. Interesting. Page of Wands in reverse. Uh-oh. Oh, revealing the inner child. Yeah, this is like, so again, you can embody this energy along your way if you want to. It requires opening your heart space. Others of you, this is somebody you're meeting on your path or is a part of your life or going to be a part of your life that's going to help you with this inner child stuff. I'm actually feeling like a very distraught attention seeking. So I'm not attention seeking, a distraught attention seeking inner child here, almost throwing a tantrum, but out of a need for attention, like out of a need for love and affection. This person is revealing that. This person, I think, is going to be revealing that about you. And again, you could embody this for yourself and just be doing a lot of inner child work alone with yourself in order to get to a Queen of Pentacles energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. Tell me over the Archangel Raphael in reverse. Oh, okay. I'm loving it. Tell me over the Archangel Raphael in reverse. Oh. You'll see. You'll see in a second. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, could also be Earth or Fire, with the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy, and then we have the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. First of all, heavy-ass Pentacles here, so this is about your stability. First and foremost, about your stability and your confidence, and I feel like it really is in the realm of, like, once you open up your heart space, you learn to be more sympathetic, empathetic towards people, accept people for their differences, learn about their differences so that you can learn about them. That's very Saggy. Very, very Saggy energy. And again, that's your North Node, right? That's what you're working towards, while the collective is working away from that. Oh, excuse me. Coughing always aggravates my sinuses. Anyway, where was I? So Heavy Pentacles is, again, this is about your stability and working through any issues you have within yourself of wanting to tear people down or criticize people because you've been heavily criticized, or you're always feeling like you're at war with people, always waiting for people to act like they're at war with you, or waiting for other people to tear you down. Others of you, you have a lot of anxiety around dealing with people and accepting people who are different because you're raised, or you're around a lot of people, or have patterns of dealing with people who like to tear people down and like to criticize and cause war-like energy. Either way, war is over. Don't worry about it. But this is getting to a place of stability and strength and confidence within yourself, really giving yourself that love. With that Ace of Cups, really giving yourself that self-love, learning to be vulnerable with people, and in turn, they're being vulnerable with you, and you're realizing very quickly that you can invest in friendships, in teamwork, having like a lot of people that are close to you, having an inner circle. Some of you guys don't have an inner circle. Like some of you guys just don't have one. It's interesting. I was picking up on that. But really a lot of growth as well with the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, this could also be a potential love interest just because we do have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups, which is heading forward with a cup of love to a Queen of Pentacles, right? So some of you that's there. Not for all of you, just saying. Overall, we do have the Three of Cups, Guys, I love this. Cancerian energy. With the Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups here, that is a lot of joy and stable relationships. Very happy times. Happy, happy times. Some of you, this is about celebrating and collaborating and working with someone, a Queen of Pentacles energy. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles dynamic I'm seeing here. So for some of you, it is about coming together with somebody and building upon that. And they're teaching you, helping you through some of this inner child work, almost like a catalyst for some. Others, they're just a teacher, just a spiritual teacher to show you more about you and how to work through some of this stuff, right? Just consider it a gift. And like I said, others of you are embodying this for yourself, and then you're going to be getting more stable relationships here. A lot of happiness to be had, but you got to open up that heart space first, right? And most of you have a Queen of Pentacles is going to help you do that. What's interesting to me, ooh, okay. I'm peeking. Ooh, should we go there? Let's go there. Let's go there. Wow. So Knight of Wands, Saggy. Could also be Aries or Leo with a King of Wands. Leo energy could also be fire or air. So definitely a lot of passionate energy going on in this person here. Passionate pursuit. We have Seven of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Now, normally Seven of Cups can be confusion, overwhelm, but with the nine of Cups, that means there's a Two of Cups at play because we have the 7 and the 9. 9 minus 7 is a 2, right? This is fantasy, okay? This is like fantastical dreams coming true. Someone's very passionate about it. It's almost like all of a sudden someone's all lit up. Like, and I feel like this is the person who like needs to light up their heart space, which Saggy North notes, I do feel like this is you. Keep in mind, you know, it's not gonna be for everybody, but that's what I'm getting with this. Like once the heart space is open, excuse me, and there's a working with this queen, or some of you are embodying this queen energy, working through your inner child stuff, and then you have someone coming in. So keep that in mind. So some of you are this king dealing with this queen. Inner child work is done. You're all lit up. You're stable. Passion and fantasy comes online. Others of you, you're embodying this queen energy, working on your own inner child stuff alone, and you're growing. And then once you get to a place where you are more high vibe, you work through your wounds and stuff, you're ready to be open to people, in comes a very passionate, imaginative, fantastical person who's very passionate and lit up about this situation. So either way, this is like awesome coming together. So it's like a little gift for your hard work is really how this feels. So this king chasing fantasy, and not just fantasy, because it's something about it is very real. 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment, self-satisfaction, being really happy. 7 of Cups is that fantasy magic part of it. Knight of Wands with the King of Wands, that is like, I'm making this shit happen. King of Wands with the Knight of Wands, they don't fuck around. They make their dreams come true. And that's exactly what this energy here is doing. You ready for this? You ready for this? And they're very determined. Oh yeah. 5 of Swords with the Lovers. 5 of Swords is Aquarian energy, Lovers, Gemini energy. Very determined in some kind of pursuit of a connection. This is beautiful. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm only going to clarify this one card because we're at 37 minutes. I can't do small readings for some reason. But again, guys, so some of you are this Queen of Pentacles where you're embodying that, you're working on some of your stuff. If you're the one who's embodying Queen of Pentacles energy as you're working through your inner child stuff, I think you're really more in the boat of like damaging like mother, son, father, daughter dynamic, where you've just have been kind of like anxiety ridden about being vulnerable with people. I really think you're more in that boat and you're just waiting for people to pick you apart and tear you down for how different you are in society, or just like how different you are from them. And so now you're working your inner child stuff and you're growing, and then in comes this King of Wands. Fantasy, dreams come true. Very determined to have this connection. Okay. Like, look at this. So fired up for this. Wow. And there's lots of joy around it. Lots of joy and stability, which is beautiful. It's exactly what you want. Others of you are this King of Wands energy where you're encountering a Queen of Pentacles and they're helping you with this inner child stuff, or revealing it to you, and then you're growing, you're getting more stable. And then once that heart space is open, it's like batteries up, engines up, like things are just like you're just lit up. You're full of passion, you're full of emotion. Yeah, it's like your heart space is so open now. You just have pure water and fire, just fueling you and being very determined and really enjoying this connection, like not letting it go for shit. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Wow. The King of Wands, sorry, Daisley. Though those of you who are embodying the King of Wands and you're encountering this Queen of Pentacles, I feel, not to throw shade, not throwing shade, I'm just not being a judgmental thing, just being the messenger. I do feel like you've been a picker. I do feel like you've been a little bit of a picker where you kind of like, you don't embrace people's differences. Or you've had a history of having issues of that, of embracing people's differences, maybe because you had a critical parent or you have themes or patterns of being around critical people, but this queen is not like that. Either way, this is beautiful. I love this. I really like this. Hold on, let me get a little sippy. So either way, you guys are gonna be fine. Work through for those who are pickers, work through that. Those of you who have trauma from being around pickers, work through that. Those of you who've had traumatic relationships where there was a lot of that going on, work through that. Also with this energy, for those where it was a traumatic romantic relationship, you could have been used by somebody. Sorry, I'm just literally putting it out there. Queen of Roses in reverse can be somebody who's very deceptive. It could be somebody who's very selfish, who's a little bit more about them and their needs and what they want. It's like, think of like Seven of Swords meets codependency. It can be a very like, yikes kind of an energy. So for some of you, you were traumatized from that kind of a romantic relationship. Anyway, let's get some advice. And then I'm gonna blow my nose and take a break before I do another video. Okay, can I get an advice card, please? For my Saggy North nodes regarding this spread. Can I get an advice card, please? Ugh. Can I get an advice card, please, for my Saggy North nodes regarding this spread? Okay, that didn't feel right, but then it flung out of my hands, so I guess I'll take it. Oh, I like this card. Time for a nap. 24, break it down to a 6. Time to rest. Again, the war is over. I just really wanted to say that the second I said that. I was like, oh yeah, duh. The war is over. So please start acting like it. Please start acting like the war is over and people aren't gonna like attack you or tear you down, or that you don't have to do that to people. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now. Relationship message. When it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. Inner child. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything right now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. Prosperity message. This is a great time to take a break from your busy schedule and allow yourself the opportunity to step back. Your plans are meant to be on ice. Your goals could wait. Dream, imagine, and let go of attachments to any outcome now. Meditate and take a holiday if you can. Things will speed up soon enough. After a break, you may want to make some changes. Epiphanies have an amazing way of arising when you take your focus off your to-do list and allow yourself to rest. Protection message. You are a human being, not a human doing. Is it possible you're suffering from workaholism? Could you be the one who thinks it's your job to save everyone, to be there for everyone, and to go until you can barely see straight? You've gone as far as you can. Yeah, that's about the proving yourself. I'm really getting that heavily. The needing to prove yourself. You don't got to prove yourself to anybody. So stop trying to like show people that you're worthy of something, because you just are invaluable in your own way, because you are a unique human being, right? You don't need to prove yourself to anybody. Again, that's also where the picking comes from. Of being picked at too much for the course of your life, or experiencing that and then in turn picking at other people, and then that makes you feel in some way that you've proven yourself that you're like better or stronger. Interesting. It's a little narky. We all got narcissistic tendencies in some fashion. It's just depending on like how we use it and how it comes out. We can use it in an inappropriate way. That's an inappropriate use of it. Okay, you've gone as far as you can. You've worked hard and nourished people and projects, but now you are an empty well and have no reserves for others or for yourself. Don't let your ego keep you going full speed when your body and spirit need rest. Exhaustion is calling you to stop what you're doing altogether and take a break. If you don't, the appearance of this card could portend a possible illness that stems from being totally overwhelmed. You will feel like a new person if you take the break. Do it now. Yeah, if you guys feel like you're getting sick, or like if you're trying to get something done and all these things keep coming up, or like things keep getting like disrupted, Spirit's yelling at you to sit down and stop. To stop it. Really, because there's some major inner child work to do here. Everything I picked up on, no matter if you're the one turning into this queen or you're the one who's meeting a queen and you're this King of Wands energy, there's inner child work to be done. And it needs to be done now, considering the time that we're in. And since the nodes just switched, it's really strong energy. It's strongest when it first happens, like I said, right? So it's still very, very strong. Please work on it. Please take the time out to work on it. Go back to like when you were a kid, do like inner child regression if you have to. Love on your inner child, hug your inner child, and then also think about what you actually want. Remember that 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, that like, shit, I can really make my fantasies and dreams come true. I feel so like powered up and magical. That's the energy you're going to have with somebody, by the way, with somebody. That King and Queen of Pentacles combo, very interesting combination. You're going to have that as a reward once you do that kind of work. So just go there. I know it's uncomfortable, but go there. It's really worth it. And remember, this is a time of appreciating differences in people and seeing how that can benefit you and learn from that and embrace that and not feel like you're at war with everybody or that people are going to be ready to just tear you down any corner, any turn that you take. And there's a need to be more empathetic and sympathetic as well towards yourself and towards others. Not saying you're not like that, just saying that there's definitely need for more of that right now. Okay? All right, guys, I love you. I hope that was insightful and helpful. Don't forget to check out Vimeo, Patreon, BOMISpirit.com, and Instagram, WaterBaby Tarot, and BOMISpirit Inc. And I will see you guys soon. Have a really good night, guys. Namaste.